Yo. Can you hear me? I should be able to hear me now. Okay. Okay. So, since you guys can hear me, I got a couple things to say. First of all, I have my monitor now, so now I can read chat lifetime. Yeah, chat, I can read. And I've done, the reason why I could do that now is because I did a thing yesterday that it cleans on my computer, and I got rid of like 10 gigabytes worth of stuff that I didn't know even existed, so my computer can still run with my monitor at the same time as using my voice and my OBS studio and whatever website I want to use. So it's so helpful. So now I can read chat live time without having to deal with that during the actual episode and what I'm actually supposed to do. So that is very, very nice. So today we are going to go over the third line of every NHL team. We did this yesterday with the 2 episodes ago, every first line, and yesterday with every second line. So yeah, we have 2 viewers. One of them's me. On my phone, so to make sure the audio's going well. I don't know who the other one is. Feel free to chat. Obviously, you don't have to, but if you want to, go ahead, and I will be able to read it and respond to you. So yeah, that is nice to have. So okay, so we're gonna start with Anaheim, and these are all comparing to other third lines. So if a third line's an A plus, that means it's like the best of the best third line, not the best of the best line. Kind of get what I'm putting down here. Okay, so McTavish, Chlorine, Farabee. I do really like McTavish, Chlorine, and Farabee are good. So I think I'm gonna give him like a solid B minus. I think I'm actually gonna give it a B. Because I do like the third line. McTavish really helped elevate it. I could, throughout this entire podcast episode, I could change these. Because this could go up to a B plus, it could go down to a B minus. It could literally just change whatever I want to throughout the podcast episode if I want to. Just to let you guys know ahead of time. Okay, so we're going to move on here. It just kind of moves slow still with my monitor up, because it moved a lot faster when I didn't have my monitor up. But it moved a lot faster than what it did last time I had my monitor. Okay. Fortress, Frederick, Brazil. I'm not really familiar with Brazil over here, but I do like Fortress. He's a very good 50 to 60 point two-way forward. And then Frederick's probably anywhere from 40 to 60 point two-way forward, depending who he's playing with. Probably get you 40 to 50 points a season. So I think I'm gonna give this one a B minus. Could be better, could be worse. But third line is pretty good. I like it. Buffalo's up next. Zach Benson, McLeod, Greenwood. This is actually a really, really solid third line. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm gonna give this a A minus. It's an A minus. Zach Benson can get you 50 to 60 points on a good season. McLeod can get you at the same 50 to 60 points. And Greenway is a very good physical two-way forward that you really want on a team. So it's super good. I give him that an A minus. That's one of the better third lines in the league for sure. Next is Calgary Flames. Pospisil, Kadri, Kuzmenko. Kadri is still good. He's not as good, but he's still good. Gets 50, 60 points. Pospisil can get you 40 to 60 points depending who you're playing with. Kuzmenko can get you 50 to 65 points area. So I think I'm going to give that line a B+. I don't think it's quite as good as Buffalo's, but it's not. I think it's a decent amount better than Buffalo's and Anaheim's. Yeah. B+ for Calgary. Okay. Dory, Carey, Laslovic. I do like Laslovic is very, very good too. I'm gonna give this one a B. This is solid B. Just as good as Anaheim's, slightly better than Boston's, and slightly worse than Calgary's and Buffalo's. It's kind of crazy because Calgary's usually the worst. But their third line's actually pretty dang good. Hello, Doug. See what I'm saying? Immediately as it came into my chat, I read it. That's so helpful. I love that. It's so nice. Okay, so we're gonna go do it. Yeah, I just did Carolina. Okay, so I'm gonna do Chicago now. My favorite team: Nick Foligno, Mikheyev, Dickinson. If Mikheyev can finish the puck more, he's very good. Dickinson's had a career year last season. If Foligno is a good two-way forward physical guy. This thing I'm gonna give it a solid B. Give it B on the dot. I think it is slightly better than Boston's, but not by much. That's why I'm giving it a B and Boston's a B minus. So yeah. Okay, hold on, let me adjust this real quick. There we go. Oh, I have more room for my mouth. Okay, Colorado is up next. You guys can hear me well? Right back. I'll move it real close so you can hear me good. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, so Colton, Wood, O'Connor. This is where we get slightly concerning with their depth. Their depth is pretty good, but when we compare them to the top two teams in the Central Division, okay, in my opinion, Stars and Predators, their depth gets beat out of the water by both of them. Their depth and third line comparable to third string players, no, not at all. These are all players that are good, NHL players. Third string players are like players that don't play, so not really. So I do like their depth. Like if you would compare to other teams in the Central Division below them, to most teams honestly, but the two teams in the top of the Central Division are probably gonna fight for 1 and 2. In my opinion, are probably slightly better. So that is good to know heading in what I'm about to grade them. Wood, Colton, O'Connor. This line right here is actually pretty good for a third line. I like it. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B plus. It's good. I mean, it's a good. They have good depth, but compared to the Predators and the Stars, it's not as good as those. It's not as good. It's not as good as the Oilers. It's not as good as the Canucks neither. So if the other top contenders, not really as good. Henrique, Holloway, Perry. Henrique, Perry, and Holloway all performed in the playoffs last season when they won the Cup, Game 7. Why did I click on Edmonton? I'm bugging, bro. I just realized, because I just said Colorado, so I need CBJ. I don't know. We're going to act like that didn't happen, though. Okay, so CBJ, Sillinger, Voronikov, and Boone Jenner. I actually like that. I think I'm going to give it a solid B. There's a lot of teams with a B. Sillinger and Boone Jenner are very good players. Voronikov, I have heard of that name, but I'm not 100,000,000% familiar with him. Oh, yeah. Dallas. I was talking about how good Dallas' depth is. Allow me to do that. Okay. Bork, Marchman, Duchesne. Yeah. I think I'm gonna give this one a solid A, not quite an A plus. Marchman and Duchesne can get you 50, 60 points, Duchesne can get you 60, 70 points, and Bork can get you anywhere from 50 to 65 points there, especially when he's playing with Duchesne and Marchman. Just an A, not quite an A plus. We're not giving the first A plus of the day out yet. But it's phenomenal third line. That kind of just proves my point of how good the depth is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Red Wings. Okay. Kopp, Rasmussen, and Bergen. I'm not really familiar with that. So I think I'm gonna give it a B minus right now. I don't really like it, honestly. That's what I'm talking about in past podcast episodes. I'm not really all that. I don't really have all that much belief for the Red Wings. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I really don't. Some people think they're like a playoff lock. They're not. The top 6 is good. Okay, we ranked them in the past couple podcasts. The top 6 is good. Okay, we got past that point. Their bottom 6 is extremely concerning. Maybe not extremely concerning, but pretty concerning. Defensive pairings outside of Mosheider. Mosheider is an absolute stud. Okay, don't get me wrong. Mosheider is a stud. But Ben Chirag should not be a number 2 defenseman. Petrie Edmondson should not be in the second pairing. That third pairing's pretty good. Power play is good. Penalty kill probably will be atrocious. And goaltending can get you 905 save percentage, probably. But with that atrocious defense, you can probably get you 900, 905 save percentage. And Lyon's a good backup too. He might end up being a starter. It's not good, man. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. There's so many better teams out of the Atlantic. Yeah. Okay, now we gotta go to Edmonton. Okay, now it's Edmonton. Perry, Henry, Callaway. They all performed really well in the playoffs last season. So I think I'm gonna give them just a solid A-. I don't think it's quite as good as Dallas's third line. But where Edmonton depth really comes crazy is the fourth line. The fourth line is really, really good compared to most. But yeah, that's what they're gonna win. Florida may have a really good third line too. They do actually have a really good third line. Lundell, Lushrainen, and I don't know how to say that name. A B plus. Slightly worse than Edmonton. Only reason I say that because I don't know really who the right wing is. Lundell's a very, very good 50-60 point two-way forward. He's very good in the faceoff. Reminds me a lot of kind of like a lesser version of Balakov. And then Lushrainen's a good 50-60 point guy as well in the left wing. And what just happened? Oh my god, it happens like every podcast episode. It just like goes black for like 2 seconds. Okay, it's fine. We back. Oh my god, it happened again. Okay, please stop doing this, okay? One time's fine, okay? If you do 3 times, that's very concerning. Okay, LA Kings. Turcotte Lafreniere, not Alexis Lafreniere, that's Alex Lafreniere. Are they brothers? The last name's Alexis Lafreniere, this is Lafreniere, so they're not. Okay. Fogle, Turcotte, and Lafreniere. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good, actually. I think I'm gonna give it a solid B+. But I think it's pretty good. A B+ is what I gave them there. Minnesota Wild's up next. Foligno's very underrated. I don't know. I'm not even trying to say that name. I'm going to, but I'm not. I don't know who that is, and Hartman's good too. So I'm just gonna give it a solid B. So B, right on the dot, B. Okay, I like it. Foligno's a very underrated player. Good two-way forward. Can get you 50-60 points. So yeah, Montreal's up next. Their depth's also kind of concerning. Montreal. Alex Bear, Brulette, Dvorak, and Anderson. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to give it just a solid B. This is Minnesota. I think it's pretty good. I like it. Nashville. The only one over Dallas is compared to Colorado. Dallas just blows them out of the water, okay? Nashville. Also, I think Nashville's much better depth than Colorado. Hold up. I sneeze. Sorry about that. Sisson Jowanski against Elite Star. It's so good. I think I'm gonna give it an A-. I think slightly worse than Dallas's. But yeah. I'm gonna get to an A-. I have. Okay, that's fine. Hala, Nason, Tatar. It's so good. I mean, Hala's a very, very good player. Same Nason and Tatar. Yeah, man. A-, I think. I don't know. Are we gonna get to a B, an A+? I don't know. Thank you for the kind once again. Thank you so much. Islanders. Okay. Lee, Pago, and Engvall. I think that's a solid B+. I really like it, actually. It's very good. And so, yeah, Rangers, I don't know. Kakko's kind of on that line, so. Nothing against Kakko. He used to be, like, one of the best prospects in, like, the 2018 to 2020 range. And then he just, like, did not, okay, I gotta find the word, hold up. Did not pan out. There we go. That took me long enough to figure out what I was trying to say. Heathel, Cooley, and Kakko together is not the best. I'm just gonna give it a B, though. Could be better. Okay, so Ottawa's next. Pinto, Greg, I actually like that. I'm gonna give it an A-. Pinto kind of carries that line though. He can carry that line on his own. I think Greg and Amadio together is also very good as well. So I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty fair. I don't think I just like saying like that. Okay, Lawton, Brink, and Farabee. A B. This is all B on the dot. Oh, why did I have Pittsburgh and Philly? Okay, or B. B. Okay. So next, Pittsburgh. Okay. Kevin Hayes of Philly, and I don't know how to say that name because I'm not really familiar with him. I'm gonna give him a solid B as well. Philadelphia Flyers, and Pittsburgh are both getting a B. They are actually a pretty close team. The Penguins have Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. That's basically the only thing that really separates them. I'm not gonna lie, they're both very similar outside of those three people. And I guess Pittsburgh gets Carlson too. He's very, very good defenseman. Waterloo, Wenberg, and Kidd's actually not that good. I think I'm gonna give it a C+. It might be the worst of the day. I mean, Wenberg, he's pretty good, but he's nothing too special. Kuhn and Waterloo, I'm not really familiar with them. So I think I'm gonna lower it down to a solid C. It's bad. It's bad. C- actually now. Okay. Good Bjorkson total then. It's pretty decent actually. I think he'd be able to be. It's a lot of B's and B pluses and so. Okay, well, that's a B. We're gonna move on. That was kind of quick. That was very quick, not just a little quick. That was very quick. Vaska Texier, I don't know how to say that name. So, an B plus? B plus? Yeah, I like these Vaska and Texier, two very good depth pieces, and I'm not all that familiar with the Alexia something. Something. Okay. Bro, ain't no way I forgot about Tampa and Toronto. Esima Paul Shuri, I actually like it. I think I'm gonna give it an A-. Good depth from Tampa there. Also kind of helps me prove a point that they're gonna make the playoffs this season, in my opinion. So yeah. Toronto Maple Leafs. It might be an A+. I don't know how good the Domi and Cook and Holmberg, not an A+. I think just an A-, no B+. I don't think quite as good as Tampa's, but it's good third line though. The podcast is just thank you for the kind words. I love every time you give me kind words. Thank you so much. Utah Hockey Club. Ethan Doan, Michelle, actually very good. I think we give it an A-. Utah Hockey Club is actually very underrated depth. Like they have some good depth. Like that line and then McBain, Kerfoot, Sunderland, we will rate them tomorrow. We grade them tomorrow, but it's good. Very, very good. The A-. Next, Garland, Bluger, Joshua. A+. I'm not gonna lie, it's first and maybe even only A+ of the day. Garland can get you 50 to 65 points area. He especially proved to me last season how good he is. Bluger is very underrated. He can get you 50 to 60 points too. Joshua can honestly get you anywhere from 55 to 65 points area. He's very good. All of them play good defense. They're all pretty physical. I mean, Garland's smaller. But Joshua and Bluger are pretty dang physical. So I think I'm going to give them an A+ for Vancouver's third line here. That's where they're going to land there. Yeah, man. It's a good third line. Vancouver has very good depth, too. It's one of the reasons why I have them beating Vegas Golden Knights in the first round. If you haven't watched that podcast episode, go watch it now. It'd be predicting the 24-25 season. So, Brisson, Carlson, and Holt. Carlson and Holt are phenomenal, so I'm giving it an A-, but I'm not really entirely familiar with Brisson. But A-, I think. There's a lot of like A- and A's, but there's only one A+ so far. Washington and Winnipeg could get A+, but I highly doubt it. Leprier, Molina, Radish, yeah, that's a solid, just like a B. That's just a B-. That's just such a solid B-, bro. I'm not, that's not. Winnipeg, Lowry, Appleton, Nino, Niederreiter. I actually like it, so I'm gonna give it a B+. B+, Niederreiter, Lowry, and Appleton looks together pretty dang well. Good, well, that's gonna do it for the podcast episode. Hold up, okay. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna end stream on my monitor, because it's up on my monitor. It was like a 21-minute podcast episode. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna end podcast. The podcast right here. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 17 when I grade every NHL team's fourth line. Peace.